Welcome to Cardboard Chemistry, where we talk about everything and anything related to Magic the Gathering. I'm the beaker in your speaker, a test tube dude, the goat in a lab coat, just a slippery boggle in goggles. I'm your host, MTG Labman, and without further ado, let's get into our topic for today. Alright, everyone, good morning. Today's topic is magic and mental health. It's the holidays, hard time for some people, and whether it's family related, dealing with loss, financial situations, holidays are usually a hard time for people. Disclaimer, I am not a mental health expert, but figured talk about magic, talk about some coping methods I use, and have a nice little heart to heart here. So that being said, a little bit of backstory. I talked about it during the Stack of Memories episode, my first podcast episode. Like I said, I started playing Magic approaching 20 years ago now, and after high school, college, didn't really play Magic my last 2 years of college, except when I visited my home, and then went into work and after graduation, and was in a position where I traveled probably 300 out of 365 days out of the year. Lost communication with a lot of friends from college. A lot of not immediate family. Because you can only miss so many birthdays, so many invites to events before you stop getting invited. So, kind of fell into a little bit of a little slump there, and was, looking for a career change, looking for something to get me out of that funk, and Magic's one of those things. Before transitioning to my new role, stayed with the same company, just transitioned to a new role. Gives me a little bit more free time, a little bit more time at the house, not on the road, and right before that, I started going to LGS. I found a local game store, and they did Friday night and Sunday night Magic, and got down, sat at a table, got to play games, and that kind of started brightening my spirits. Then took on the new role, and now can do it more often, more frequently, and that has really turned the mental state to a much more positive state, where I can put out these podcasts, and am in a much better place mentally than I was. But what I've learned is you have to find a way to distract yourself. I deal with a lot of intrusive thoughts, or if I'm thinking about something, I'll not sleep, or have a hard time falling asleep if I have a thought in my head, and that can kind of snowball. So Some coping methods I use. I try to keep my brain as preoccupied and busy as possible. I Once I get off work, I like to put my phone away, put my close my laptop, not think about it, um, and unless something catastrophic happens that I need to address. Leave work at work. I also um, I do Duolingo. I'm approaching a 6 year consecutive streak on Duolingo, um, and I like to switch it up. I like to um, review Spanish. I'll play games of chess in Duolingo. I'll do math, just to keep the brain guessing, keep working different functions of the brain. I do am predisposition to Alzheimer's, um, or dementia, genetically, so I just do what I can to make sure my brain stays active. Avid photographer, avid 3D printer. Um, like to keep hobbies and continue to add hobbies. Recently started picking back up crocheting little plushies, and um, trying to get back into drawing. So, some things I'd like to recommend. I mean, keep your brain active. Um, talk to somebody, even if it's not a psychologist, not a family member. If you have a good friend, that you can confide in, let them know that you're struggling. Um, find a community. I know if I'm stressed and a little overwhelmed, going for a walk, getting some exercise, getting some fresh air, always kind of help. And I do have I have a recommendation for the Finch app. If you guys haven't heard of that, it's it's basically a little micro pet that lives on your phone. You check in with it. You have certain specified tasks during the day, little reminders to kind of keep you keep you grounded. Some of the examples are make sure you drink water and uh, listen to a song, and call a loved one. Like, just small little tasks that you can fill out during the day. Um, you know, get up and take a walk. It's little things like that that kind of help you when you're overwhelmed or analysis paralysis. That you like, hey, step away, take a break. Do something good for yourself. Plus, it's like a little Tamagotchi that lives on your phone. Levels up. It gets bigger, becomes an adult, and then send it on little adventures to different countries, different places. Every month they run a special event where you get, monthly themed clothes. You can dress up your bird, you can change its colors. Um, has a little room that you can decorate, gives you a little wholesome quality of life. Um, and I think I've just hit my 900th adventure, so over 2 years, um, with my little bird there. Um, but just kind of wanted to get it out there. Magic is one of my coping mechanisms. I don't go into the game wanting to or expecting to win. I go in to just kind of socialize. It's especially Commander. It's not a high stakes. You're going to win XYZ. It's not a competitive format. It's there to have fun, socialize, catch up with people. I mean, if you're new to the table, meet new people. We have a few regulars in the pod at the LGS, so it's nice just to catch up. Oh, if it's been a week or two before since you've been there. Hey guys, Thanksgiving just passed. Just went last night, and catch up with the pod. Oh, how was your guys' Thanksgiving? And everything, just to socialize. I know that's intimidating for some. If you're extremely introverted, I know I was extremely introverted in this new role, and my desire to try to get a little bit more visibility in the community and try to be a figure that somebody can come and talk to in the community has gotten me more extroverted, and I'm actually kind of enjoying that. I'm kind of enjoying getting to talk to people and connect with some individuals, and it's actually been pretty good on my mental health. Gives me an outlet, gives me a little sunshine in my life. And I mean, humans are social creatures. We're so it just feels good to have that connection. And if you're feeling down with the holidays, talk to somebody. Don't keep it bottled up. Don't get down on yourself. It's these things will pass in time. I wish everybody here that's listening, happy holiday to you, your loved ones. Whatever you're going through, it's understandable, but somebody there, somebody loves you, and you are the light in somebody's life. So keep your spirits up. Find a way to work through those intrusive thoughts. And that being said, thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you have a great holiday, and I hope this at least brings you some comfort and light to keep you going. And take care, everyone. Bye.